The COVID-19 has sadly killed many people 6 months into the pandemic. And now there is a discussion coming up that the particles of the coronavirus may just be airborne. But hold your horses, this just seems to be a half-baked truth for now. So what happened was that there was a large group of scientists and researchers who have said and suggested that the coronavirus particles may be airborne, that they are present in the air and can infect a person by itself. However, the World Health Organization, which is an organized and a recognized body, has not given out any statement in support of these claims that have come up. According to the WHO and other health bodies, even now, a person can be infected only if another COVID-19 patient in a close proximity coughs, sneezes or even speaks, and therefore the particles of the coronavirus have to travel from the nose to the mouth. So even then the organizations have only maintained this specific stance. So just for a reminder, let's again take a look of how the coronavirus spreads, and then after that I'll tell you if the rules are changed, if there are new ways of spreading of coronavirus emerges, what will change after that? COVID-19 virus is primarily transmitted between people through respiratory droplets and contact routes. Number 2, droplet transmission occurs when a person is in very close contact, a meter, with someone coughing, sneezing, and therefore will be at a risk with the mucus getting into non-COVID person's mouth, nose or eyes, which are potentially exposed. Other than the droplet transmission, it can occur by direct contact with an infected person and indirect contact with surfaces in the immediate environment or with objects used by the infected person. Now, the objects can be stethoscope, thermometer, utensils or just items at your home. So then what will change if you are told and officially informed that the coronavirus can also spread if it is airborne? Here's what is going to change. Remember, airborne transmission is different from droplet transmission. It refers to the presence of microbes within the droplets, and they are generally considered to be particles of a size even less than 5 micrometers in diameter. The droplet of such a small size can remain in air for a longer period of time and be transmitted to others over a distance greater than 1 meter. So remember, just in case this becomes an official confirmation that the coronavirus is airborne, it will be very difficult to contain the spread, because that will mean that the infection is going to spread way faster than it has till now, and therefore it is important for you to take all precautions. Wear your mask, maintain a distance, even if you have a slight doubt that the person in front could be COVID positive. Maintain your distance, take all cautions. Healthcare workers may need N95 masks that filter out even smallest respiratory droplets as they care for the patients directly. Ventilation systems in schools, nursing home, residents, businesses may need to minimize recirculating air and then add powerful new filters as well. There is information that ultraviolet lights may be needed to kill the viral particles floating in tiny droplet indoors. So while we wait for some conclusion or an official information, or just for these researchers, scientists to get their claim published in a paper, for now we stay with what the WHO has said, and that is the transmission via water droplets, and that has to go from the nose to the mouth and from a close proximity of cough, sneezing or speaking. But even the US Department of Disease Control and Prevention and the European Centre of Disease Control and Prevention maintain that strict precautions must continue to be taken by you and I to ensure that the curve is flattened, the transmission is reduced, and people stay healthy and not get infected of the coronavirus.